Blessings, welcome, and thank you for joining me. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing Company, encouraging your journey with Reiki, card reading, and coaching for life's changes, challenges, and transitions. And I am so honored to have you join me for this new moon Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony. Now, you will notice that this ceremony is a little different from other ceremonies. This ceremony is audio only. And I'm always interested in trying new things. I'm always interested in exploring new opportunities. And so I thought it might be very fun and interesting to conduct an audio only ceremony for this new moon. You know, the moon in its new phase is silent. We can't readily see the moon when it is the new moon. And so I thought, what a wonderful way to honor that silence of the new moon than by offering a distant Reiki healing ceremony that is sound only to really enhance the meditative quality and to enhance the silence of that Reiki ceremony potential. And so I want to say thank you, Moon, for the inspiration in your silent phase to bring a more hushed, distant Reiki healing experience at this new moon time. Thank you, Moon, and blessings. The blessings do truly abound at this time. I don't know about you, but here in the eastern U.S. where I am, right along a major river, right along the Susquehanna River, that is the area of the Susquehannock tribe, the original inhabitants of this land. Much honor and praise to the Susquehannock. But with a major river right down the road from me, I am able to see all kinds of beautiful things and hear all kinds of beautiful things. The geese, which are flying more and more overhead lately, bald eagles, and just all kinds of blessings. I still have monarchs coming to my flowers. The chimney swifts have gone. Have not seen a hummingbird. And so things truly are slowing down. And so what a wonderful way for us to honor that slowing down than with a Reiki ceremony that is itself slowed down. So thank you so much. So in honor of the new moon and for this ceremony, I do invite you, as always, to set sacred space in whatever way feels appropriate to you. You may want to light some candles, some incense. You may want to lay down, get comfortable. You know, when we conduct these distant Reiki healing ceremonies, the focus, of course, is not on me. The focus, of course, is on you and on your growth and healing and the sending of Reiki to you. And for that, there is no need to see me. As a matter of fact, probably lots of times you'd rather not see me. So, this way can really help you to focus in and be more meditative and have less of a distraction with feeling the need to look at me. Now you might be thinking, well, this is great, Christian, but what about the cards? What about when you pull the cards? Because if you have joined us for distant Reiki healing ceremonies before, you know that at the end of the sending of the Reiki, I pull some cards. I will describe those cards to you. So don't worry, the messages will still get through. And let's be real, sometimes with the glare, the cards are hard to see anyway. So the messages will still get to us either way. So thank you all so much. So for those of you who are new, this is the way the Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony works. It's going to be a little different from other Reiki experiences that you may have had. I really view these ceremonies as a very ceremonial kind of way of sending and receiving Reiki. So in other words, this is not your typical Reiki session. We're going to start with an invocation to our guides and angels, beings of love and light. We are going to have some music and drumming to set sacred space for us during the invocation. You're going to hear the dinging of a bell at that time. That is the beginning of the sending of the Reiki. I will send Reiki to all of your chakras and, of course, to whatever intentions you set for this new moon energy. At the end of the sending of the Reiki, you will hear the dinging of the bell again, and I will return with any intuitive messages that I have received, and we will pull some cards as well. And so that is the ceremony, and it is meant to help us with our growth and healing. Of course, I specifically use Reiki for life changes, challenges, and transitions. But even if you're not currently going through a life change, transition, or even have a challenge, this is still going to be a benefit to you for your growth and healing. So I invite you to set any intentions that you wish for this Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony. As always, it is a true honor and a true blessing to come to you with these ceremonies. So I want to say thank you so very much for this honor. And of course, as always, I do conduct these ceremonies on an individual basis. And so, of course, as always, you do have the opportunity to receive your own individual healing with your own individual Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony that, of course, you can learn more about on the standingstoneshealing.com website. So thank you so much. I first want to please welcome you in joining me to take 3 deep cleansing breaths to clear away anything that came before and anything that will come after, to help us focus in on this blessed present moment. Thank you. I do welcome you to get comfortable as I honor the 4 directions, call in my guides. You are welcome to call in your guides at that time. You are welcome to set any intentions for this ceremony. Greetings, North. We greet you, North. We honor you, North. And thank you, North. Hail a moment. Greetings, East. We greet you, East. We honor you, East. And thank you, East. Hail a moment. Greetings, South. We greet you, South. We honor you, South. And thank you, South. Hail a moment. Greetings, West. We greet you, West. We honor you, West. And thank you, West. Hail a moment. Father Sky, we greet you. We honor you. And thank you. Hail a moment. Mother Earth, we greet you. We honor you. And thank you. Hail a moment. I honor the Susquehannock, the native inhabitants of this land where I stand. Angels, archangels, spirit guides, we greet you, honor you, and thank you. Hail a moment. Beings of light, beings of light, we greet you, we honor you, and thank you. Hail a moment. I invite you to set an intention. Invite you to set your intentions for this distant Reiki healing ceremony. Thank you so much for the honor of sending you Reiki. It is a true honor to do so. Wow, what a lot of images. Very powerful in terms of the images. And so please let me try to remember all of the amazing images and messages to pass along to you because they were quite profound. Let's see here. At the crown chakra, I saw multiple images. None of them was really terribly strong. I was standing on the top of a mountain at the beginning of the sending of the Reiki. But at the throat chakra, there was an emerald. And and at the third eye, I don't recall anything very strong at the third eye, but definitely at the throat chakra there was an emerald. You know, of course, the emerald is typically associated with the heart chakra, but seeing it for us at the throat chakra, it was, a surprise to me because that is, emerald and the color green, of course, typically associated with the heart chakra. So I was a bit surprised to see emerald at the throat chakra, but of course, I think that emerald is here with us at this time to help us with the opening of our throat chakra. And one of the things that emerald can help us with is free flowing energy and the flow of energy. And thank you. This actually reminds me of, yes, I did see a powerful image at the third eye. And it was all about free flowing and flow and letting go. So thank you, angels. So at the third eye, I saw a palm tree, and then I saw palm trees and a beautiful scene of beach and sun and waves, and it was so beautiful. The message here was very much one of letting go, very much one of flow and being in the flow. I saw the palm trees swaying in the breeze, and it really was very much a message of go with the flow. So we are really being encouraged to go with the flow at this time, and the emerald is very much a part of that, and the idea of even going with the flow as it pertains to our throat chakra and the speaking of our truth. So I do encourage you to, if you feel so called, look up emerald and see if there is anything that resonates with you at this time with the emerald. But it was a gorgeous emerald at the throat chakra. At the heart chakra, I saw a rose. And the real focus of the rose on the heart chakra was the thorns. I was really shown the thorns and was encouraged to focus in on the thorns. And the message here was that along with the rose, of course, there are thorns. And it is important for us to acknowledge and accept the thorns as part of the rose and as part of that process. So to acknowledge and know that when we have a thorn, a rose, we're going to have some thorns as well. And that is part of the experience. But of course, likewise, I'm just having this realization with my mix-up by saying thorn first. Of course, when we have thorns, there's got to be a rose in there somewhere. So just know and trust that whatever experiences, whatever challenges you may be experiencing, there are roses among those thorns. And any roses that you have, just know that thorns are part of the experience and to work to accept those thorns as well. But I'm just having this thought too, everyone, that when we have a rose with thorns, what's bigger, what stands out more? What is more attention grabbing and eye catching? It is that rose. So know that the rose is ultimately more powerful than the thorns, and to honor and give gratitude for that beautiful rose, while at the same time honoring the necessity of the thorns. They are part of the rose, and they are part of the process. At the solar plexus, wow, powerful at the solar plexus. As soon as I got to the solar plexus, there was a crown. And the message here was powerful. The message was that I heard very clearly, we are all sovereigns. The message was, you are all kings. You are all queens. You are all sovereigns. You are all sovereigns. And the encouragement here was, I also heard very clearly that if we feel that we are in chains or that we are subjects, that is of our own imposing. That we are sovereign, and that we are encouraged to recognize that. Then the crown was placed on my head, and just the encouragement for all of us to put on our crowns. Put on your crown. You are a sovereign. You are a king. You are a queen. Or if you don't identify as either, you are a sovereign. And to acknowledge and accept and claim that with your crown. So go out into the world knowing that you are free, that you are sovereign, and to put on that crown and wear it. Carry yourself out into the world as a sovereign, because indeed you are. Wow, it was a powerful image. Thank you. At the sacral chakra, I don't remember right now. I'm sorry, everyone, what I saw at the sacral chakra. That solar plexus image was so strong and powerful. It may perhaps come to me. But then at the root chakra, there was very clearly a sword. And it did tie in with the crown image and the sovereign image. And an encouragement here too. I'm not remembering all of the message here, so I apologize for that. You know, when I send Reiki, sometimes I get a lot of images and a lot of messages, and sometimes I don't remember them all. And so when that happens, I'm sorry, and I guess it wasn't meant to be. But there was a very clear sword at the root chakra. And the encouragement here was to, yes, thank you, angels, to use the sword to cut to the quick, to cut to the essentials, to cut to the heart of what matters. Now, I was also shown that sword being placed into the ground. And so the message here was, get grounded in order to better be able to cut to the heart of the matter. So get some grounding to be able to get to the root of the essentials. So that sword was literally sticking into the ground. Get some grounding, stick your feet on the ground, whatever way is going to resonate with you, but get grounded in order to really cut to the heart of the matter. Beautiful and wonderful messages. Thank you so much for the honor of sending you those messages. So I'm going to pull some cards for us, and let's see what comes up in the cards. Of course, with that sword image and with the crown image, I am really called to draw a Celtic Dragon Tarot card. You know, there was so much the theme of letting go, and I don't remember in what way, shape, or form it came up again in the sacral chakra, but it was certainly there, this idea of letting go and the importance of letting go and going with the flow and the challenge of that too. So just an acknowledgement and recognition that this is not an easy thing to do, and it's an important thing to do. So the Celtic Dragon Tarot card that has popped out for us is the Eight of Pentacles. And in this card, there is the image of a dragon reading over a book. Oh gosh, I almost said lording over because that's what came to me. Lording over the book. And the dragon is very immersed in the book, literally laying over it with its head over the book, reading, very focused and very intent on the book. Along with him are two children sitting and really listening very intently to the words coming from the book. And so the message that I'm getting here is pay attention, study deeply, get really absorbed right now. So if there's a subject that you're interested in, if there is something that you are considering studying, to really get invested in that right now. And even what I'm getting right now is even the subject of your life. And even the subject of your daily experience. So this doesn't need to be an actual subject that you are studying right now, but rather an encouragement, or in addition, an encouragement to be a student of life right now, to be a student of the daily experience, and to just really be absorbed. This card is very much what I'm getting is an encouragement for absorption right now, and just being absorbed, lording over the, and I don't mean lording over in terms of power over, but rather just that idea of being immersed in this content. So whether that is actual study that you are undertaking, or a study of life right now and your own life, but just an absorption is really the overarching theme here of the material. So being absorbed in the material, and along with that, you know, almost approaching it in a very childlike manner. You know, kids are so wonderful for really getting engrossed in things and really getting invested in topics. And so just the encouragement to be like a child in the learning and in the absorption right now. Let's see, what else am I going to draw? I'm going to draw a Viking rune, and I'm also going to draw an Archangel card. So I have the Archangel cards in my hands. Let's see what comes up from the Archangels right now. Yep, claircognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers, Archangel Uriel. Okay, so of course what I really got from this card immediately with this idea of paying attention is being absorbed, really deep attention. So right now, I really believe that through these cards and messages, we are really being called to be very absorbed right now in our experience, paying attention, knowing that the messages are coming to us, and being willing and able to and open to receive them. So be like that dragon, be like those children, being very absorbed in the messages right now. So let's draw a Viking rune, and let's see what the runes might have to say, what encouragement the runes might have for us right now. Okay, so this is the Rune of Breakthrough. Wonderful breakthrough. And I'm just now getting the image of a seed, a sprout breaking through from the ground and cracking up from the soil. For those of you who are members of the Standing Stones Healing community and who are on my mailing list, you'll know that I've been sending some messages out about this amazing miracle happening in my own yard right now, and the own little breakthrough that's coming in my yard. So for those who aren't aware, and I'm sorry for those who have heard this story multiple times, please bear with me and thank you for your patience. And yeah, by the way, patience was a big message that came through. I forget exactly where it was when I was sending Reiki. Yes, perhaps it was along with the palm trees and the going with the flow, or somewhere else along the line, there was really the encouragement for patience. But anyway, thank you for your patience if you've heard this story before and even heard it multiple times. So every morning I give offerings to the four directions, to Father Sky and Mother Earth out in my yard. And the four corners of my yard actually nearly perfectly align with the four directions. And so I spread birdseed to those directions, a little handful, a little toss every morning, as an honoring to the four directions in gratitude, and as well at the center of my yard to Father Sky and Mother Earth, and sometimes the moon if the moon is out as well. And so I toss birdseed. Well, a few months ago I was out of birdseed, but I have plenty of flower seeds, especially plenty of zinnia seeds. Now, some people call it zinnia, tomato. So I grabbed a cup of zinnia seeds and out I went. Tossed them to the four directions, tossed them to Father Sky, tossed them to Mother Earth, and went about my day. Well, a few weeks later, I was out offering my offerings, and I kneeled down to give offerings and praise to Mother Earth and touch the earth. And as I'm kneeling down, looking down, giving thanks to Mother Earth, what do I see in the ground? Zinnias sprouting from the ground. And when I say from the ground, I mean from inches. I keep my lawn mowed high. Inches of grass, or for those of you not in the States, centimeters of grass. Here come these little zinnia sprouts through all of this grass. I couldn't believe it. Those clearly were the offerings that I gave to Mother Earth only several weeks before. So these incredible seeds, my thought was, these seeds are going to get eaten by the birds or the rabbits or squirrels, or they're just going to wither away. Never would I have imagined that these seeds would have found themselves down through inches of thick, healthy lawn down to the soil. How would they even touch the soil? I don't know. The grass is so thick. To then get rooted into the soil, crack open, and for these sprouts to push their way back up through all of the layers of grass and clover and violets. And there they were. Wow. Talk about a breakthrough. And so I've watched these over the last couple of months. And if you are on the mailing list and are a member of the Standing Stones Healing community, you know that I sent a message just recently with the picture of the offerings to Mother Earth that are getting ready to bloom. Wow. Now, one of them was eaten by the rabbit in my yard, and so it is not so ready to bloom. But a couple of them are really getting ready to bloom, and it is just incredible. Just incredible. And so here is the image of these seeds sprouting and breaking through. And so I do believe that here we are being encouraged to be inspired by the breakthrough of those seeds. I know I am sure inspired by it. You know, what blessings might sprout from the offerings that we give to the world. You know, we give out these offerings, we send love and light into the world, and we don't know what might come of them. We give them without expectation and give of them freely. And now look, they are giving back. I mean, quite literally, in the sense that the rabbit sure was fed by those offerings. And you know, here comes some flowers from those that hopefully I'm going to be blessed with before the frost takes them out. But what an incredible blessing to have your own blessings returned to you in unexpected ways. And so the encouragement here is all of us are being encouraged with our own recognition of the own ways in which we are breaking through the soil, the own blessings that we have to give the world, and how those are coming up in unexpected ways. Wow. And you know, too, I'm also picking up this idea that we can all have our own breakthroughs on a daily basis with the absorption of our own into our own daily experience and the deep study of our own lives. Wow, what incredible messages. Thank you for those messages. Well, I send you blessings and best wishes for your day. I send you blessings and best wishes for the deep study and deep, truly, it is all about appreciation of your daily experience and the blessings that you receive and send out into the world. As always, I encourage you to join me in my Encouraging Your Journey group at facebook.com/groups/encouraging your journey, where all this month of October, we are having an encouragement challenge. So we are encouraging ourselves, encouraging one another to encourage ourselves and encourage one another. So please, if you are looking for encouragement, if you want to give encouragement, stop by that Encouraging Your Journey group. I also want to encourage you, if you have not already, please do get the encouragement kit, my Life Change Encouragement Kit. This is an incredible kit with my 70-page full-color book, Standing Like the Stones, to help you weather, withstand, survive, and thrive during your life changes, challenges, and transitions. It also includes the life change meditation to help you cut away what no longer serves you, an important message of today's Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony, and a lovely little recording of Affirmations, a Native American Style Flute, a collaborative effort with my friend Isabel Wells of Into the Deep. Now, this kit is really something I am so excited to offer you. And especially with the Standing Like the Stones book, this information is so important. It's the stuff you really need to know for any life change, challenge, or situation. It is beneficial for your whole life. This information is so important that I cannot keep it to myself, and it's so important that I need to give it out freely to the world so that anyone and everyone can benefit from it. So if you have not already, get that book, and I encourage you to send along the link to anyone who may so be in need of its encouragement. It is a bit.ly/Life Change Encouragement Kit link. bit.ly/Life Change Encouragement Kit. It is, of course, in the notes. As always, I am so honored to come to you with this Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony in honor of the new moon right now. But of course, there will be one for the full moon as well. So, as always, I send you blessings and best wishes for your journey.